With the NBA trade season just right around the corner, there have been tons and tons of people in NBA rumors, and this guy's getting traded here, this guy's getting traded there, and one of the most prevalent rumors of this entire trade season has been the fact that Dejounte Murray has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's been a huge rumor going on, and they're saying that it is a very likely thing that it could happen, and that the Lakers are actually fairly confident that they can get that deal actually done and sealed. Now, although in my opinion, I don't think Dejounte Murray is the ideal candidate for a trade target for the Lakers, I do think that it could be opening up a lot of interesting scenarios, and I think both teams could benefit from a trade of these players to another team. I just think overall they both need a change of scenery, and it could be beneficial for both teams. And in this video, I'm going to go over a potential trade package for this deal, and on top of that, why I think both teams would want to do the deal that I propose. Now, obviously, the trade package is probably going to be different if it does happen in real life, but this is just a hypothetical situation. So if that does sound interesting to you in this video, please watch it all the way through and hit the like button, subscribe button at any point. It would mean the absolute word to me. And without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. So the first thing that I really want to get into for this video is going to be the trade package itself. Now, the kind of cap issues that both teams have right now that they are in kind of made it a little hard to make it a very super fair trade. So what I was able to come up with would be the Los Angeles Lakers would be receiving Dejounte Murray and Wesley Matthews, while the Atlanta Hawks would be receiving D'Angelo Russell, Cam Reddish, next year and this year's 2024 and 2025 second round picks from the Los Angeles Clippers, alongside Terrence Prince as well. Now, although I know this deal isn't perfect, and it might seem like the Atlanta Hawks aren't getting a lot for a player at Dejounte Murray's status, and I understand that, but it is very public information that they are trying to trade him, and they want to move on from the Trae Young, Dejounte Murray backcourt that they currently have. They don't any longer believe in it, which does take away a good bit of leverage from this team. But on top of that, the Lakers have said they refuse to get rid of any more first-round picks, and they refuse to trade guys like Austin Reeves, so it kind of restricts the potential trade packages you can actually create, and this is probably the most fair one that I could come up with. Maybe we could add more second-round picks and things like that, but I do think this trade can benefit both sides at the end of the day, and the first side I want to get into is going to be the Atlanta Hawks side of things. So the first reason why I think the Hawks would want to do this is because they would be getting D'Angelo Russell, who is probably the most valuable player that they will be receiving for sure, and D'Angelo Russell will just be overall being able to kind of add flexibility to this roster, because they can do one of two things. They can, one, try to use D'Angelo Russell as a backcourt partner with Trae Young, which although I don't think would be ideal as a fit, and I don't think they would work that well together, I think more likely what would happen, they can now flip D'Angelo Russell for more picks and even younger guys going forward, basically kind of multiplying what you will get in return for Dejounte Murray, because now not only are you getting Dejounte Murray's package in return, but you're also getting the package that you got from D'Angelo Russell, and you're going to be able to stockpile on picks and players and things like that you want, and it's just a very good way to kind of stockpile assets for your team going forward. So they would give them a few different options what they will be able to do with D'Angelo Russell once they acquire him from the Lakers in this trade, and then also they would be strengthening their bench a lot, as Terrence Prince is a very solid player. He's a very good three-point shooter, and there's never enough three-point shooting going around in this league. Every team wants a player like him. He can play solid defense. He's a solid athlete. Like, he's just a very solid role player that any team would love to have off their bench. And then you're also getting Cam Reddish, who is fairly young, and yes, he already had him once, but he's been playing at a much higher level with the Lakers and has an expanded role. He's probably gotten better since he's played with Atlanta, and I just think overall Cam Reddish can bring defense and three-point shooting at a high level as a young player to think kind of help build around their already pretty young team in Atlanta that they do have. So I think their bench would be getting stronger, and I think they can now flip the elo, get more assets, and they could really position themselves for a better future tomorrow if they do make this trade and kind of play their cards right from it. Now, like I said, they probably could get more for Dejounte Murray against other teams, but in this exact scenario where they're trading him to the Lakers with the restrictions the Lakers have kind of put out there in the earth, it's going to be kind of hard to really pull off something and get a huge haul for them, especially with the cap situations they're both in. So I think overall this is about as fair of a deal they're going to get. And then now going on to the Lakers side of things, I think their motives for doing this trade are going to be much more obvious, and that's going to be the fact that the Lakers are now just basically getting a better version of what they currently have with D'Angelo Russell and upgrading him to Dejounte Murray, hoping that that improved offense is really going to be able to help float them to the top of the Western Conference, or at least above the play-in game when that time comes around, because Dejounte Murray is a better player than D'Angelo Russell, even though they play fairly similar games, and the fact that they like to score the ball, like to have the ball in their hand, and are offensive-minded players. Now, I think Dejounte Murray is probably a better passer, and like I said, just a better overall player, so really the hope is that the new big three of Murray, Anthony Davis, and LeBron could really be good enough offensively, and AD can continue to be elite defensively and keep the defensive side of the ball up while really increasing your offensive side of the ball and hoping that that offense can carry you throughout the playoffs. Now, although, like I said earlier, I don't think it's the best fit for the Lakers, and I don't think it is a great great target to really go after if you're the Lakers. I think that's really what the motive behind this trade would be if you are in that Lakers front office. And then the second reason is going to be just a much smaller reason, that they get Wesley Matthews, a veteran that knows how to play basketball. He's going to play the right way. He's going to do what you tell him. He's very coachable. He's probably a good leader to have in the locker room. And although he won't improve your ceiling very much at all, he'll at least be a nice voice to have in the locker room. So although I very much have my reservations about this trade, and I don't think he'd be the best fit for the Lakers, and I don't think the Hawks should do it because I think they can get much bigger hauls from other teams in different situations, if this was to be the trade that goes down, and this is the most prevalent rumor, as most things are in trade season revolved around the Los Angeles Lakers, I do think that this is probably one of the best packages they could put together if the Lakers stick by their rule of not getting rid of a first-round pick and not getting rid of Austin Reeves. This is about the best that anybody's going to be able to get. Maybe you could squeak out a little bit more in the deal if you're willing to trade more players if you're the Hawks, but overall, I do think this is a very fair deal for the parameters that you had to make it in, and to make it even semi-realistic. But like I said, I think both sides could do better at the trade deadline, improving their teams. But if this is a situation we have to go off of, I think this is a fairly fair trade for both sides. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be for this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think this is a fair trade? Where do you think they should trade Murray? What do you think the Lakers should trade for? What are your thoughts in the comment section below? And if you'd like to point to the like button and subscribe, and mean the episode road to me. And I hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boom. Blah, blah.